There are times when you need to see whether or not kerning or custom tracking have been applied within a document. While I wouldn't recommend turning this feature on all the time while you're working, it can be beneficial when you're trying to determine where custom tracking has been applied, or particularly if you're working with other people's documents and having that information would be useful for you. It is possible for you to see where custom tracking is applied by turning on this setting in your preferences. Because this is a preference, again, I would recommend not turning it on all the time as it can be distracting as you're working with your documents, but it can be useful to turn it on, take a look at things, and then turn it back off, which is what we're going to demonstrate here. Again, I'm working in Adobe InDesign. I am on a PC, so going to the preferences, I'm going to go up to the top bar, choose Edit and Preferences. If you are working on a Mac, this will be in your InDesign menu, and then drop down and choose Preferences. Once you're at Preferences, you're going to choose Composition. Clicking on that gives us a dialog box of different things that we choose to turn on or off for composition. If we'd like to see custom kerning and tracking, we can click the button here to do so. Now when I click OK, looking at this text, I can see which letters or letter pairs or combinations of letters have custom tracking applied because they are highlighted in this teal green color. I'm going to make sure that my text box is not selected. One thing I do want to show you, if you can hit the W key on your keyboard, this will toggle you into preview mode. So you can view this without having to see those things. Or if you're working in preview mode and you turn on view custom tracking and kerning and you don't see anything happening, make sure that you're clicking W again to exit out of preview mode. It's very nice to be able to toggle in and out of preview mode with a single keyboard shortcut, but that does hide any of these visual cues that the software gives us for different things like this. So if you ever need to see where custom kerning and tracking is applied, you can turn that feature on. If you decide that you're done with it, just go back and do the same steps, preferences, composition, and turn custom and tracking and kerning off.